In order to get it to stand up, we got to put the wheels on first, which was not done in the factory. We're doing it because we've got to stand it up. The hardest part is that engine. That's over 500 pounds of cast iron. It's got to go in and connect into that drive shaft without messing up your fingers. And that's important because a 500-pound piece of cast iron doesn't care about fingers. In the original Ford factory, if a man should have lost his fingers, he was not fired. He was given medical attention and transferred to another job within the factory. This was before workman's compensation, which was rather benevolent because most manufacturers would have just let the person go. I said that there were no women on the assembly line until World War II. Women worked in the factory, but they had their own entrance, their own cafeteria, their own infirmary. They worked in the upholstery department making the upholstery and the electrical department making wiring harnesses. So they were in the factory, but Henry would not allow them on the factory floor, and they were given their own, and they even had their own streetcar entrance. They rode the streetcar. Okay, the next thing to go on, we'll put the frame on it and we'll tie the frame to the front and the rear axle. We're going to temporarily clamp it, and this will give us the structure that we need to set that engine in.
Yeah, because it just bit me into that. There you see him?
Get it off that jack. Get it off the jack stand. Okay, now they're going to pick up this 500-pound piece of cast iron, and it has to be fit very gently into the chassis. And the man back here has a special tool that was invented to keep his fingers out of the way. Now, on the original factory, each person did one job, and these engines came down from the second floor on a lift. Here they come. I'm going to lift it up over the frame, slide it in. Too much.
Because it's like using it to fit together like teeth. That's how it turns.
Get the cap on there. Okay, the man on the front needs to put that cap on and the chain right there on the ground. Put it around. The next item to come on will be the steering gear.
They've had about enough, so we're going to go walk down this road.
Okay, fenders are going on now.
Good to see you, bro. Good to see you too, man.
Wait a minute, George. Say that again. This can go on. Okay. This Class A can go on now.
What happened back to the people all going to be chauffeured some years ago? Come on to another car.
All right. At this point, the body is going to be coming down, and it was called the body drop, and that was what it did. It dropped down from the second floor on a chain, and they caught him and then put him on.
We're going to walk down this road really quick. We're going to run down this road real quick and walk around. It was great running in there. Impromptu. Rich ate himself. What's behind there? We're going to head off out of here. The dogs are Brad's starting to go. All right. See you guys. Everybody later.
Okay. Don, the hook straps are over here.
No, they've already put it together.
Back cushion gets in first. We're about ready to try it. Let's see what happens.
How loud's it going?